Engine 6, Engine 12, Rescue 12, Tanker 11, Quid 2, Engine 1, Rescue 1, FTA 1, Battalion 4, Division 1, all respond priority 1 for residential structure fire, 5910, Yucca Drive, 5910 Yucca Drive in Zone 6, all units respond on TAC 1.
All units command will be at Engine 6, level 2 accountability for travel. Engine 12, when you arrive on scene, come to your command for assignment.
Tradition, doing things the way they've been done for generations, allows us to honor our past. Striking a balance between the two can be difficult.
We are Southerners, and we're strong family ties, hugely involved in tradition. And it's not always the right thing to do. And sometimes that's hard for us to realize.
Sometimes we get stuck in tradition and things that we do, we're used to doing.
There used to be a lot of hard-nosed, old-school firefighters and captains, and we did a lot of rushing in before we evaluated the situation.
Tradition is excellent. I believe in tradition. What I don't believe in is hiding behind a tradition so you don't have to incorporate new ideas and strategies and evolve your fire department.
Those traditions of the Charleston Fire Department suddenly came under scrutiny in the most tragic of ways. The date, June 18th, 2007.
We had heavy smoke coming from that direction.
The day 9 City of Charleston firefighters died.
I want you to come on across the fucking Lumber Street, Savannah Highway, and come in the front door.
At the time, didn't know who was missing, who guys. Didn't know that the guys with my company were missing at the time until later on.
You inside?
And now we can't find 2 guys, we can't find 5 guys, there are 9 guys missing.
He's in the back, he's trapped in the back.
I didn't realize that we'd lost 9 people until the coroner actually was on scene. As you can see, a Mayday situation can be the worst scenario for a firefighter, officer, crew, incident commander, and potentially an entire fire department. Usually a combination of multiple events can take a dangerous situation from bad to worse. Repeated themes can be noted after an evaluation of close call, near miss, or Mayday scenarios. Communication issues or failures, crew integrity, freelancing, and a lack of accountability can all contribute to the firefighter injuries, close calls, or line of duty deaths. Fire scenes can be unpredictable and chaotic on normal situations. Add in a Mayday, and the scenario can quickly deteriorate. Personal accountability starts with the individual firefighter every shift and every day of their career. Level 1 accountability is the foundation for the incident command system. Without this, the initial building block, the system can and will fail with potential for fatal consequences. According to SLCFD SOGs, immediately upon reporting to duty, personnel should attach their PATs to the UIP, aka Unit Identification Pad, of the apparatus to which they are assigned to. Next, it is the responsibility of the company officer, step-up, or person in the front passenger seat of any vehicle to ensure that only personnel responding to that apparatus have a PAT on that vehicle's UIP. Although it is common practice, our SOGs do not indicate that we will place a PAT on the UIP and turn them upside down at any time. Furthermore, it is the responsibility of the company officer or step-up to ensure that the proper writing assignment is filled out accurately on telestaff. Level 2 accountability is used when multiple companies are operating in a potentially hazardous area. Our SOGs indicate that an accountability officer should be assigned as soon as possible. However, using the second due engineer as an accountability officer isn't the best or most feasible option. As most structure fires, the second due engine is saturated with other tasks and not able to fully commit his or her attention to accounting for personnel, crews, and their task. A second battalion chief is now part of every level 1 first alarm assignment and should be considered for filling the role of accountability officer. As you can see, an updated tactical accountability entry boards, or the TABE, will be placed on every fire apparatus. First arriving company officers will use these boards to start accountability and build the incident command system. If passing command and going into immediate action mode, the first arriving company officer will place their UIPs on the tactical side of the TABE and put the board on front of the bumper of their apparatus. The next arriving officer or arriving chief officer will establish command. It is imperative that all subsequent officers bring their UIPs to the TABE board. This also includes rescues personnel, FTOs, additional battalions, chiefs, and the tanker personnel. The TABE are used as a forward collection point for UIPs. The table should be managed by the IC or designated accountability officer once assigned. If assigned to a division, group, or sector, the TABE can be used by that respective supervisor for accountability of their specific area or task. The UIPs we currently use have been updated and are now size appropriate for the maximum number of PATs they may hold. The UIPs also carry a mini unit identification tag. This mini UIP can be used to track units and their fire ground tasks on the tactical side of the TABE. Additionally, the TABEs are now pre-filled with a multitude of tactical assignments, important considerations, benchmarks, and quick reminders for commands to use. Mini UIPs can also be placed under the tactical assignment as units are assigned. The entry side of the TABE can be used as a collection point for the apparatus UIPs and the PATs in the event that a more detailed part needs to be done. The entry side of the board will also be used during level 3 accountability by the designated entry officer. Use of the TABE to start the personal accountability system from the first arriving officer will allow for a better turnover of the scene to the first arriving chief officer. This will also allow for more organized and efficient expansion of the incident command. Ultimately, incident commanders will be able to transition all of the information to tablet command. Tablet command is an application set up on iPads that each BC/DC will have. This program will interface with the CAD and telestaff and will allow for a more modern, user-friendly management of a multitude of emergency scenes. Ultimately, we need to do a much better job in accounting for our personnel. This is predicated that we take personal accountability of ourselves and lay the foundation each and every day. Incident commanders are responsible for all branches, groups, divisions, and sectors. They are responsible for who is in charge of each, where they are, what they are assigned to do, how they are doing, and whether they need any help. Sector officers are responsible for the units assigned to them. Company officers are responsible for crew members. Crew members are responsible for each other. Finally, we are all responsible for our own individual actions, behavior, and safety within the incident command accountability system.